Most people consider foreclosures to be bank auctions, so we have a different situation in the state of Washington. Welcome back. Today's episode is a discussion about Pierce County, Washington, and their auction. Viewers who live outside the state of Washington should be aware that the legislature in the state of Washington manages the government business and makes the laws for the state. Tax defaulted auctions in Washington state are referred to as foreclosures by the local county officials. Most people consider foreclosures to be bank auctions, so we have a different situation in the state of Washington. So don't be confused. The sheriff's sales in Washington are properties that are sold by the sheriff. The sheriff's sales are judicial foreclosures and nothing to do with the tax defaulted real estate, which are also called foreclosures. Now, one is a sheriff's sale, the other is a tax defaulted auction. We're talking today about Pierce County Foreclosure Auction. Tax defaulted properties may be purchased only from the county treasurer at the annual foreclosure auction, which is conducted by Pierce County and other counties across the state of Washington. Now, according to the county website, the only payment method that's accepted is wire transfers. Now, successful bidders will receive a treasurer's deed, and investors should understand and research what these deeds mean. For example, a treasurer's deed is very much like a quit claim deed. Now, when a quit claim deed is issued, that means the county is not warranting the condition of the property, and they're not passing any judgment as to whether the title is clear. In other words, if the title on the property has defects in the title, it's the buyer's responsibility. Properties are sold buyer beware as is. Now, auction buyers need to be cautious and understand that boots on the ground are required. That means you need to inspect these properties. The county is not giving you a warranty of any condition of the property. All right, so review the auction rules and understand that they'll be on the county website, and the county recommends you read the auction rules so that you know what you're doing. But there's no warranty regarding condition or with regard to defects in the property's title. Now, I'm Ted Thomas. I've been involved in tax defaulted properties as an investor and a guide for approximately 30 years. Now, I'm not a real estate broker, I'm not a property tax assessor, and I'm definitely not an attorney. I'm an investor in property, and I'll tell you right now, boots on the ground are required at tax defaulted property. You must inspect the properties. Now, sheriff sales, those are also auctioned, but they're different and they're unique, especially in this state. So tax defaulted auctions are conducted by the Pierce County tax official. Sheriff's auctions are conducted by the sheriff, and they're at a different time and a different place. So what's going on here? Well, the sheriff auction is when a bank has sued a property owner to recover their collateral. In other words, they're trying to get paid the back rent on the money that they've lent. They're trying to collect defaulted interest and trying to collect a defaulted loan. So a sheriff's sale is conducted on behalf of the court, and it's definitely a foreclosure sale. So in summary, with the bank foreclosure, which is a sheriff's sale in the state of Washington, the bank wants to be paid their loan principal and the past due interest, and they might even be trying to simultaneously to recover their collateral. But that's a different sale than the Pierce County Foreclosure Auction. Now, from my experience, back taxes are significantly lower than the loan amounts that are done at sheriff sales. So one might say that a purchase at a tax defaulted auction, a sheriff sale, is a much better sale because you're going to get it cheaper. Now, look, folks, I'm not an attorney. I'm not giving you investment advice. I'm not giving you legal advice. You need to check these properties. But Pierce County property holds foreclosure auctions, and they're conducted by the treasurer. So a summary would read like this. Tax defaulted auctions in Washington state are referred to as foreclosures. The local county is selling tax defaulted property. They could be selling it for as low as 10 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents on the dollar. Basically, they're selling as is. There's no warranty and there's no guarantee that there's a clear title. So you're buying a property and you're responsible for the condition and you're also responsible for the title. In my opinion, The only investors who buy at these auctions, they're taking risk if they don't look at the property. You must look at these properties, otherwise you're taking a huge risk. Nobody is warranting the condition or whether the title is clear on the property. Now, what I'm talking about today is not theory. This is a process. It's what's working best right now if you want to earn high income. So you get paid high income you deserve if you do the checks and know exactly what you're doing. Every tax defaulted property is different. In some cases, these properties just need a Band-Aid and you can fix them up and resell them. Some of these properties are going to require major surgery. So you need to look at the property and know what you're doing before you bid on the property. If you don't have an exit strategy, I'm going to tell you right now, don't bid on the property. Now, here's the best part. This system works even if you're just getting started. The key to success is purchase tax defaulted real estate as close to back taxes as possible. The mortgage and the deed of trust loan will be extinguished. That means they're going to be wiped out. All right, now if you get this part right, you're going to end up doing okay. If you get this part wrong, you're going to spin your wheels and you're only going to make a fraction of the money that you deserve. Now, I've sorted through hundreds of auction lists and I've been to dozens of these auctions to try to find the best buys. The county treasurer in each one of these counties has the authority to put a lien on the property. If the property owner doesn't pay, they're allowed to go ahead and proceed and levy the property. Once they levy the property, they can confiscate the property. Once the local county has confiscated the property, they want the revenue, so they're going to sell that property. They could sell it 60, 70, 80% below the tax assessed value. Why are they doing that? Because they want money to pay the taxes, because the tax money is used to pay school teachers, the fire department, the police department, the sheriff's department, and dozens of county employees. So tax defaulted auctions could start as low as 10 or 20 cents on the dollar. However, the property may sell 60 or 70 or 80% below that. All right, this is a public auction. Anybody can attend the auction. Tax defaulted properties are definitely used and abused. It's up to the treasurer to cancel the mortgage and the deed of trust. However, there's still valuable properties that can be purchased. However, the tax lien, the tax defaulted property could have a municipal lien or it could have a federal tax lien on it. Most properties don't, but the mortgage and the deed of trust will be canceled. All right, the money is made in this business when you purchase the property. If you get that part of it right, it's going to be smooth. If you get it wrong, you're going to do a lot of work, you're going to struggle, and you're only going to make a fraction of the money that you deserve. So can you see the white circles on this map? Well, if you can. Now, if you're interested in this, the counties that have small population, they're going to have dozens, even hundreds of properties to auction. All right, the large populations are going to have a large number of properties, sometimes 1,000 properties or more. You can go to the interactive map and you can find how many auctions and where they are just by going below me.